So the functional groups and monomers, as they build, is that they literally create living systems, but they are not built by biochemical systems. They actually naturally occur. But without them, life would never exist. So basically, both functional groups and monomers are compounds. They're very specific compounds that are involved in life. And as it happens, functional groups quite literally build monomers. So monomers are collections of a few functional groups, which makes them very similar in nature. They're very close to each other. They create themselves very naturally in, well, at least the living or the chemical conditions within Earth. Basically, functional groups and monomers are preconditioned for there to be life. And if Earth had conditions to create functional groups and monomers naturally, and then life emerged out of them, then technically Earth created life, mainly because it could have the conditions to create life. And then from those, we have specific monomers or polymers, if monomers start lining up themselves, in which case we have three very important domains. Just like we have domains of expression of elements of different kinds, we have three specific expressions of molecules that are literally life to a large standard deviation degree, because genes, proteins, and the epigenetic tags that are attached to them quite literally are life. But when they're looked on their own, they're non-living. That's why they're in the category of molecules. And earlier when I looked at this bigger diagram here, right here, I didn't include them in life, which would have been the living systems, which only happens once there's actual molecular networks in place, and then there's going to be cells, because molecular networks are also, by and large, created, as we'll see soon, naturally as well. So in this case, we classify these molecules as just regular non-living molecules, even though they exist very much so in living systems. And again, the reason why they're here to remind is also because viruses are quite literally made out of exactly these same molecules.